Hope everyone's having a beautiful morning. I'm having a beautiful morning. So, um, you see the topic. Basically, we're talking about the first man in creation. Peace and blessed be upon him. We're talking about Adam. This is not going to be long. It's going to be short because I got another live that I have to do after this. Is talking about the shelters. Let's jump right into it. This is some unseen knowledge that you may not know about Adam, the creation of Adam. Peace and blessings be upon him. When Adam first came upon the earth, when Adam came here, Adam didn't know anything. Adam didn't know nothing. Him and Eve. We just talking about Adam. They didn't know anything. So the Creator basically instructed Adam to build sanctuary first and foremost for him and his wife Eve. So how did Adam learn how to build sanctuary, how to build housing for himself, to protect himself from the sun rays, from all different type of weathers, all different type of seasons? Where did Adam get this teaching from? Right? These are questions that you need to ask yourself being upon the earth, because now Adam had to learn the earthly habits, because he came from it, but stuff was freely to him, freely given to him. He didn't have a worry, but now he had to worry now. Adam learned his ways and actions from the animals and learned his ways and actions from the insects. This is how Adam conducted his life. This is actually true facts. This is not documented, but pretty much when you are into the spiritual realm and when you are into a lot of things and you can understand things from what it is, that's exactly what it is. Adam constructed his life and he learned his life based on the insects and based on the animals, which the animals taught him. And when Adam first got here, Adam didn't speak. Adam did not speak. There was no language to be spoken, so everything was communicated through telepathically speaking with one another. Peace. How you doing? How you doing? So after learning the ways and actions, after building a house, after building a sanctuary, after building protection, him and Eve had children, Cain and Abel. Now I'm not gonna get into this story with Cain and Abel. That's gonna be another time. I'm gonna be basically breaking down Cain and Abel. That's gonna be a later time. At this time, the earth was together. The earth was together. It was one big unit. It wasn't no separation. It wasn't like how the way it is, like Africa is separated. Everything was all one big ball. Big ball. It was all big one land. This is exactly what it was. It was all big one land. Actually, Adam was 60 cubic feet tall. 60 cubic feet. 60 cubic feet tall, and 60 cubic feet tall is tall as um, a light pole. You ever seen a light pole outside the street? Light pole. He was tall as that. Tall as the tree. He was that tall. Him and Eve was very, very tall. They was giants. This is a fact. You will never find their bodies because you will never find their bodies. You ain't gonna find their bodies. That's hidden from mankind on purpose. Every time you probably come close to it, you probably keep circling around, circling around, circling around, and getting lost. Okay, so this is the actual true fact that Adam basically learned his ways and actions from the animals and from the insects of building structures and building things and how to survive. Because now he had to learn the ways and action on how to survive in the earth. Now he had to learn the ways and action on how to eat and all of these other things. Now he had to learn the ways and action how to fend for himself. And he learned it basically from the animals. The animals communicated with him. He communicated to the animals, and the animals basically told him what to do. Basically, under the under the instruction of the creator. Basically, this is how this went. This is exactly how it went. This is the first man in creation, peace and blessings be upon him, that had to learn the ways and actions of the earth. And this is why all the traditions and ways and actions of the earth is passed down from generation upon every civilization all around the world. But it wasn't at that time. It wasn't a bunch of civilization. It was only one civilization, and the civilization was Adam's civilization. That's it. That's it. It wasn't all of these civilizations that you see all around the world. It was not like that. No, it was not. It was one civilization. That's exactly. And at the time, Eve was, she had twins, but then it had to do what? It had to multiply. So now the woman was given permission to have multiple babies, not just only two, but now they having 15, 20 babies come out of you. Yes, to populate the earth at the time. As time progressed, that's exactly what happened. I want to talk about a situation where Adam built the first house of worship, and it was falling apart, right? It was falling apart. So Abraham and Ishmael reconstructed. They reconstructed the first house of worship. At this time, the Creator instructed Adam to build the first house of worship. So Adam had to travel. Adam had to travel to build the first house of worship. That's exactly what happened. Because at this time, everything was together. Nothing was separated. Nothing was separated. Do you hear me? Nothing was separated. Over time, the Creator instructed the ancient ancestors to settle in different parts of the earth. He instructed them to settle in different parts of the earth. These things need to be talked about. These things need to be put in the forefront because a lot of people don't understand this. A lot of people will not understand it because this is not in the book. This is not in the book, and this is not in black and white. Everything has to do with spirituality. And at that time, that was before Christ time. So the reason why I'm talking about this is because it's really, really important for those to understand is that there's going to come a time in your life where that you're going to be instructed to do something. It may be by somebody, it may be by a thought, it may be by an image, it may be by chance. But it's up to you to figure it out. It's up to you to gather the information up and the tools to figure it out and to complete this task that you must do upon your life. See, sometimes when we embark on life and sometimes when we engage certain situation out of the life, we don't have the tools and information to engage it. And what happens is that we become stagnated over time and over a period of time. And then when you look up, you're looking around, you're stagnated. So when you are stagnated, what happens is that you become dumb, deaf, and blind. And when you become dumb, deaf, and blind, you figure that you don't have an outlet, you don't have a way out. But you do have a way out. Only if you go back and remember in retrospect on the task and on the image that you must do, then you can find inside there what you must do. All of us got to become Adam. Even though we the descendants of Adam, all of us got to become Adam. All of us got to figure out what we can do. We need to network. We need to talk to whoever we need to talk to in order to get things done. But you cannot do it by yourself. Adam couldn't do it by himself. That is the moral, basically, to this topic right here. Learn what you can do, right, for yourself, and then after you learn, use the tools and information that you gather up, pass it on to the next person. Pass it on to the next person. Because it's going to come a time where your creation, your thought, your image, right? And everything that you have learned and experienced is going to be put to the task. It's going to be challenged. And when you are challenged, you want to make sure that you have the information and tools to meet the challenge. Some of us don't. That's why we keep being stagnant and keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again. And sometimes we stagnate ourselves. We stagnate ourselves. All the information and all the benefits is here for mankind. You have to go find it. You have to go find it. However long it takes, you have to go find it. You be that Adam, because Adam have to go find it. Even though he's communicated with the animals, even though he communicate with the birds and bees and trees, and learn how to build sanctuary and stuff like that, you know, you have to find the information. He had to go out and put the work in and find the information. This is actually true fact. Sometimes you can't rely on people. You have to get up and just go and search high, far, near, and wide in order to get the answers that you need out of your life. So basically, that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to deliver to you. That is the message. You know, these are the secret and unseen stories and hidden stories of Adam. The hidden stories was Adam was constructed, what, right, to build sanctuary, to build a house and how to eat and how to fend for himself. He did not know. So, being that he did that, communicated, right? You be that same example of Adam. Learn how to fend for yourself. Learn how to communicate. Because what? Closed mouths don't get fed. Your mind is closed, it's not going to be fed. You understand where I'm coming from? So, take that. Peace, y'all. Later. Later.